Hello, welcome to the Day in Life of a Successful Woman Entrepreneur. I'm Reverend Reporter Roberta, and I'm bringing you today to get to know these women a little bit more than we did the last time. Last time I pretty much just showed you what they looked like, gave you the names and the companies that they own. Now we're going to actually talk to the women and see where they got their inspiration to become women entrepreneurs and the business that they are doing now. Or should I say businesses, because some women are doing more than one. They're great entrepreneurs and they want to share their journeys with you to help you along your journey. Sometimes it can be hard, especially if you're doing it all alone and you don't have a mentor or somebody to talk to, or just someone to throw some ideas off of. And these women are making themselves available to you. So let's get on with the show. KATHI, let's start off with maybe tell me a little bit about yourself.
At first I was a stay-at-home mom. We have 3 children, now all grown, all in business, and all over the country. So we're here alone in Erie while others are all over. And I have 1 grandchild. So we're looking to take this summer and visit each of the kids and visit our new little grandchild and just enjoy life, getting back into it. We're excited about that.
That's awesome. And how many years ago did you maybe start your business?
Quite a while ago, I started working with another company that owned the Rib Fest way back in about 2002, 2003. And then it became available in 2004. So I took the giant leap of faith and I took it on and have been doing it ever since.
Serial entrepreneur of 21 years. I've been in a lot of different industries. My path started at 19 years old and possibly even before that though, because I really just kind of broke out. If I wanted to do something, I found a job in order to make it happen. And at age 19, I started my first cleaning business. And a few years later, after marriage, I got into the Curves franchise, owned that for the next 10 years, owned 2 of those and sold them off after 7 and 10 years. And in between there, helped a couple other people own and start their own businesses. So that's really rewarding for me, is being able to give back in that capacity. And I would definitely like to see that more in my future, being able to help grow and inspire other entrepreneurs. So in the present tense, I still currently own 3 different businesses. So I still own Strongman Services, which is a property maintenance company, and Tipsy Bean Cafe, which recently featured on Discovery Channel's Undercover Billionaire, Comeback City. So people will definitely be familiar with that if they watch the show. And I own Moxie Investments, which is the property ownership company that I have that owns a couple of properties right now. Continue down the path of bigger dreams that I have as an entrepreneur. And each one of these businesses has been a stepping stone for me to get to the next one. So certainly where I'm at today is not the end goal. And even probably the next couple of businesses that I'm working on, those aren't the ultimate goal either. So, but I think my ultimate purpose has always kind of been pretty well established as far as making sure I own and control my life and my time and my passions, and being able to really control that through the path of entrepreneurship and encouraging others to learn and grow from that has really sparked the next leg of my journey in everything that I do as well. So I definitely want to get into e-commerce. I want to get into more mentorship and educating entrepreneurs. So I don't know exactly how that path looks, but it's starting to form. And I'm really excited about the journey ahead, in the next 21 years.
So a little bit about me. I am a divorced mom. So I have 3 children. My oldest is, she'll be 30 next month. Oh my gosh. And I'm actually a grandparent. So I have 2 grandchildren. And then my youngest daughters are 8 and 10. So a little inside information. I'm kind of my passion. I would love to be a homesteader. So what's a homesteader? Somebody that you kind of live off the land and and you are very self-sufficient, even though I have just a small lot where I live. I have a garden and I have chickens, and I do a lot of things that are sustainable. You know, if I couldn't leave my home for a while, I would be fun lifestyle, and also teaching my girls that too. Because I think I see a lot of people getting away from that and living the fast-paced, convenient lifestyle that we do. And I think it's important for them to learn, you know, that just in case.
That's
So
awesome.
I think it's cool that we can go outside and, you know, get eggs in the morning for breakfast. I don't have to go to the store and buy them. And you know, I think it's fun having the garden that we can pick things out of. And right now we're doing some seed starting. So we've got little seedlings growing in our area in the basement. So I think it's neat, you know, watching those. Yeah. So it's more of a service-based business. So it's health and wellness coaching. So I do one-on-one coaching. I do group coaching. I have spoken, so kind of going along the educational path of that as well, the health and wellness. I've given presentations at conferences and seminars, both live and virtual. I was part of a virtual health clinic for a while, where I did a lot of educating on the impacts of sugar on our body and eating too much sugar, and how to wean ourselves off of sugar.
I mean, you got to talk about that. I need to know about that. That's my hardest thing. Yeah.
That's one of the eye-opening areas when I start talking to people about it. It's, you know, we don't realize how much sugar we have in our diets until we start looking at it, and it's quite shocking.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, what gave you the initial inspiration to start your business that you're doing now?
Yeah, so it really started with I had some of my own wellness challenges. So, you know, I would get up every Saturday morning and clean my house. It was just, that was my routine. And what I was finding is that I would get up and I would spend a couple of hours cleaning the entire house. And by late morning and early afternoon, I just felt awful. Just would be tired, and I would have headache, and even kind of feel kind of nauseous, more malaise, just in overall not feeling well. And I would have to take a couple of aspirin, go take a nap in order to feel somewhat normal by like late afternoon.
Right.
And as we're exposed to those, it could be acute incidences like I was experiencing. Just, you know, every time I would clean, I would have that experience. For some people, though, they're exposed to chemicals like all day long at their jobs. You know, like if somebody was cleaning homes, or you work in an industrial, you know, or manufacturing setting where you're exposed to chemicals all the time, you know, those chemicals start to get into our bodies and actually affect how our bodies are functioning. So I think just that knowledge, I guess initially it was the lack of knowledge. I'm like, gosh, you know, like how do more people not know about this stuff? It's just
Right.
Sure. So my name is ALISHA OSIKA, and my business is called Dream Media Designs. We specialize in building brands, websites, logos, promotional materials. We do some social media management. We love working with small businesses and, you know, building their presence both on and offline. My brother and I, we started the business back in 2012. So here we are today, and I'm excited to do this interview. So I appreciate you taking the time.
That's awesome. And what was your, so what was it when you first started your business? What was your inspiration to actually start it?
Sure. So my inspiration to start my business, you know, I've always worked in an agency setting. So I felt like I was, you know, stuck using their creative processes. I felt like I needed a break from that. And my brother, who is an incredible illustrator, suggested that we should join forces and start our own business. You at the time, we actually had a lot of connections with small businesses, particularly in the bar and restaurant scene. So when we started out, we were creating a lot of websites and menus for these businesses. And we were fortunate enough that they spread the word. They really enjoyed working with us. So they ended up referring us to everyone they knew. We weren't only gaining more business from the bar and restaurant scene, but we started noticing local hair salons, cafes, dental offices, real estate agents. So pretty much anyone who really wanted to build their brand and strengthen their brand wanted to work with us.
So, like I said, I want to thank you so much for being part of this. And tell me a little bit about yourself, Huong.
Yeah, so thank you, Roberta, for letting me be part of your show. I'm so honored. So my name is Huong Phong. I'm originally from Vietnam. So I live here for about like 22 years. And I'm a single mom with a 4-year-old daughter. Her name is Sydney. So yeah, most of my family is away right now. I live in Erie, Pennsylvania, but most of my family is like 6 or 7 hours away. It's in York, PA. So yeah, I'm right now I'm an entrepreneur, and also, I motivate and inspire women to start their own online business platform through social media. Yeah. So I'm very blessed to be able to do it at home and be able to partner with a leading anti-aging company that have it globally in 54 countries. So yeah.
That's so awesome. And you are such a ray of sunshine. I always call you my ray of sunshine.
Oh,
If I'm having a bad day, I just call you,
Oh, yeah.
You do.
You are too, Roberta. You always
Now, when you first started, what was your initial inspiration to be an entrepreneur, to start your own business?
My inspiration come from my parents, because when I was little, my parents always have business, like small business, like even selling noodle on the street, or even just having a stand. And in Vietnam, that's how, like, when we were little, we always have to help our parents as well. And it's kind of ingrained into us. And when we first came to America, after 2 years of my parents, they worked in the factories and also cleaning. And after 2 years, they decided to go back to school, and then they opened a nail salon. So I was growing up in the nail salon industry. So I always loved the service and, work with people. Yeah, so I know when I came to America, my parents always wanted me to go to school and get a good education, get a good degree, so I can be able to work for a big company. And when I was very fortunate to, after I graduated from Penn State, and I worked for about 4 years as a financial analyst in the international sector with Northrop Grumman. But deep down in my heart, that I feel like there's something missing. I wanted to do more than just a 9 to 5, and you get up and you stuck in the traffic, and get to work, and then you kind of start over again, and you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. So I always wanted to be my own boss, but with seeing my parents working so hard at the salon, I wanted to find better ways that I can be able to balance when I have my family, and be able to still have the time, to spend with my daughters.
Gail, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So thank you, Roberta, for having me on here. The day in the life of the successful woman entrepreneur. My name is Gail Root, and I'm a Christian business coach for women of faith in network marketing. So I work with, I've been in the industry a long time, and I've been called kind of out of, I've had the days of building teams and recruiting and sales, and now I've just moved into coaching women in the industry.
Well, that sounds very interesting. You're taking your life's experience and helping others to succeed probably quicker than you were able to, and easier, I should say. Maybe not quicker, but easier.
Yeah, that's the idea. Absolutely, is from what I've learned, to help them to collapse time, right?
Right. Well, okay, so you have a coaching business right now.
Yes. Yes.
What inspired you to, go from one to the other? What was your inspiration for
So
that?
yeah, thank you. That was interesting because, my first job in the industry was 35 years ago. But I've been in the industry for over 25 actively. I have 3 grown sons now. They're all in college. But back in the day when I was building a team, I was an at-home mom. And I went from, an at-home mom who just wanted some curtains in her family room, to a $1 million a year grossing team and multi 6 figures and coaching 15 leaders a week. But I wanted nothing to do with that when I started. I didn't want to recruit anybody. I didn't want sales goals. I just wanted, to earn enough money to put some curtains up in my family room. And I just came into this incredible industry that I love and I'm so passionate about, and was able to really grow and prosper. And I often would have people say, you should be a life coach, Gail. And it never like, I kind of trust my intuition a lot and trust that that's kind of that voice from God. And when something, comes inside of you, that feeling you get like when you did with this, it just, there's an excitement. And I just would never feel that when people would talk about life coaching. And then I was literally, Roberta, sitting in church one day, and we own another business and my boys were active teenagers and I did not need one more thing to do. But I literally heard within me, the Holy Spirit tell me Christian life coaching. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I pursued it.
So I'm a mom of 3 girls, age 13, 10, and 7. And I am a full-time photographer / entrepreneur. I am a travel photographer, so I'm lucky enough to get to go different places and take pictures, and I specialize in lifestyle portraits. So I love to capture those moments that are real between people, and I like to set up scenarios to encourage people to enjoy themselves and relax and enjoy each other, and so that we get authentic pictures of people enjoying themselves instead of staged, planned. Growing into that more and more. We have a place in Naples, Florida, and so that's one of the main places that I frequent. And so I'm starting to have repeat clients there, and I've mostly just advertised through Facebook, through groups like mom groups. When I'm about to come, I make an offer and clients, and then there's a little bit of word of mouth going on there. And I've done it a few other places as well, but that's like one that I frequent, and also weddings. I'm just very open to travel absolutely anywhere. So the inspiration definitely came from my husband. I was just taking pictures on my cell phone for fun. And he was like, you really have an eye for this. And I was like, there's tons of photographers. I'm pretty sure they're already competing with each other. No, thanks. 9 to 5. And that was comfy, although I got tired of it, which is what led me to here. So anyways, I started with stock photography, the kind you buy online, like Shutterstock. And each month they tell you what they really need that month. And they had needed baby pictures. At the time, I didn't know anyone with a baby really. So I put it out on Facebook. Does anyone want some free baby pictures of a newer photographer? And turns out lots of people want free pictures of a baby. Totally. It was a great start to get my name out there. And then once I posted those pictures, people asked me if I could take their pictures and offered to pay me. And so it kind of just took off from there. The nice thing about photography is it sells itself. You just show it, and people who are interested in your style tend to ask you if you do this or that kind of photo shoot. So that's how I got started.
Okay. Greetings. My name is Linda Laird Staszewski. My career was that of an industrial engineer. I found myself out of work at the age of 59. And I thought, hey, no problem. I'll just get another job. I have credentials. I went to night school 9 years after working all day to get up through my master's in professional leadership and organizational development. So I thought, I was sad, but I thought I'll just get another job. Well, off I went, and off I came back devastated because they didn't want me anymore. I was near retirement age and they didn't want to invest in me. Well, I could understand that. It still hurt really bad. And I thought, okay, what am I going to do now? It's time to reinvent myself. But this time in that same website is Queen's Comfort Kits. And what they are is like, instead of sending flowers to someone, you'd be sending a kit, and you can personalize it. You tell me if that person has any passions of their own, and I integrate that into the box. And they receive this box with wonderful things in it, and it just brings smiles. So from there, I was very happy, but I knew I wanted to do more. I turned 70 in December, and I started this Facebook group, and it was called Unwavering Women Live Your Over 60. Unwavering Women 60 and Over, live your best life, because it's never too late and you're never too old. And I want to so encourage other women to know that, and they still have so much more to learn, to share, to give, to experience. So my goal is to do just that with the people. It's only been open maybe 3 weeks, and I have 169 people so far. So anybody who wants to join, go right on to Unwavering Women, or else, yes, Unwavering Women over 60 and over. And just come on in, and we share in abundance, and I'm just wonderful plethora of inspiration and support.
So Marianne, thank you so much for being part of this production project, this happening. I so appreciate it. And if you could just, like, at first, just kind of tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, hi. Well, thank you first of all for having me. This is very exciting. I'm excited to see your new venture. This is quite a new endeavor for you. So congratulations, and thank you for having me. So my name is Marianne Taylor. I've been married 40 years. Feels like forever. I have 3 granddaughters, and I live in Erie, Pennsylvania. And I don't know, I think entrepreneurship's in my blood. I kind of am following my father's footsteps. He was always in sales, and I've always been in sales. So I've been in Erie 25 years, and I have quite a long background, because I have many more years than you. But I actually have been in cosmetics for over 35 years. I was a licensed esthetician, so I did facials and skin. My passion was in cosmetics and skincare, because I got to help people relax and feel good and look good. And that's just kind of been my entire career. So I am all about helping people. I'm a people person. I'm passionate about helping people with solutions so that they don't have to struggle, or they don't have to work as hard. I look for ways to cut corners, because I don't want to work hard. I want to have fun. So from going from cosmetics to I got into direct sales and network marketing. Actually, early on, I started as an Avon lady back when I was in my teens. I've done Mary Kay. If it's out there, I've probably done it. I think I'm on my 16th one. And, a lot of them was just as a hobby. I have found some along the way that I've been very passionate about. One of my ones that I started last year was Epicure. It's healthy eating, healthy cooking, helping people get food on the table fast, because in this crazy pandemic world right now that we're living in, people are cooking now more than ever. And I try to help them find solutions to getting dinner on the table within 20 minutes or less. So that actually, I joined that selfishly for myself, because I wanted healthy meals for my family and me. And when COVID came, I wasn't able to go to work. So I just started cooking and posting on Facebook, and my business exploded.
Miss Tammy, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, Miss Roving Reporter Roberta, I am a Mary Kay beauty consultant, and I have been for over 12 years now. And let's see, I have 2 grown boys and 7 grandchildren. And I am happily married, and that's just some general stuff. What else do you want to know?
Well, what actually inspired you to start a Mary Kay business?
Well, it's kind of a great, well, it's a good story. So my youngest had gone off to college, so I was like empty nest, and I really wanted something that was going to be for me, something that was going to be, give me a purpose, be fulfilling, give me something fun to do. Also, with him going off to college, I knew he was going to call and being a guy, can you fill my food card? Yes. It wasn't going to be, can you buy me books, right?
Right.
And I really just wanted to pull in like an extra $200 a month to be able to cover anything that might come up like that. And like I said, have some, fun and friends and family and make a little bit of money. And the crazy thing is that from there, it was like, oh, wow, this is fun and easy. And I've got 200 to help him out. How about not 200 for mom? So 2 became 4, 4 became 6, 6 became 8. And before you know it, I was earning the use of my first car and second car, and recently earned the use of my 4th car. So it just expanded and blossomed and grew as I expanded and blossomed and grew. So it's been great.
Aren't those women fabulous? I love them all. They all have their individual style, business, and the way that they come across to me and now to you. Our next week's post is going to be about time management. Women will go over the little tips that they do to help them with the time management, because we all have 168 days in a week. It's what you do with it and how you manage it that will help you along the way on your journey. So look forward to seeing you again next post. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.